This program proudly brought to you by Peter's Drumstick.
Set to make the biggest splash down under this summer, the superstars of swimming in the Qantas World Cup. On the blocks at the Hobart Aquatic Centre, fresh from their record-shattering feats at the Pan Pacific Championships, the All-Star Australians. Primed to put the host nation to the ultimate test, a brilliant international cast of world and Olympic champions. Only the fastest, only the fittest earn the right to face the starter. The Qantas World Cup of Swimming, tonight on the one and only Wide World of Sports.
Hello and welcome to the Hobart Aquatic Centre for Channel 9's coverage of the Qantas World Cup. Now, you may already be familiar with this type of racing, the short course 25-metre pool racing, as this is the third time it has been held in Australia. Now, this is the sixth leg out of a total of 12 for the year. And joining me in commentary is Rob Woodhouse. Rob, this kind of Meet the World Cup racing really is just part of the swimmers' overall preparation for 2000. It's really accepted now, isn't it?
Yes, very much so. And we saw quite a few world records broken last year by the Australians at the Australian short course titles. World records in the first two World Cups that have been held in Australia in 1998 and 99. So possibly a hat-trick here tonight.
Well, we're going to see some big international stars like Lenny Krayzelberg and Penny Haynes, world record holders in their own right. But I guess the Australian viewers want to see our stars like Michael Klim and Ian Thorpe. And they're up in the first event of the program, the 100 freestyle, and it's of particular interest for Ian Thorpe, isn't it?
Very much so. It's not his major event. He's the long course world record holder in the 200 and the 400. There's talk in the papers this morning about him swimming the 1500 at the trials. I think that's a bit of a mental thing, maybe throwing the cat amongst the pigeons in terms of his competitors thinking, what am I going to do? What's Thorpe doing and how do I relate that to my racing? But if he does a good 100 tonight and if he can convince his coach that the 100's a great event for him, then maybe he'll be able to convince his coach that he doesn't need to do the 1500 at the trials.
Well, let's hope so for his sake. It's a long way, 30 laps. Well, let's go to the first event of the program. We have 17 races coming your way, but the first event on tonight's program is the men's 100 metres freestyle. Here's your commentator, Ray Warren.
Welcome to the opening night of 4 nights of World Cup competition. And there's the start list for the opening event, the 100 metres freestyle for men. Klim in 4, Thorpe in 5. And quite a strong lineup there around them from overseas.
Italian swimmer, it's the Australian Stephen Goody in 1. Personal best 49.38. Jared Clark in lane 2, another Australian trains down at the Nunawading Swim Club in Melbourne. First of the international, Silva Villo. Brazil has a very, very strong team, possibly challenge for the gold in the freestyle relay later this year. The man we've come to see, Michael Klim. He's wearing the full-length suit. And here's another full-length suit. Ian Thorpe, 4 world records last year at the Pan Pacs. What a great athlete he is. This is not his main event, the 200 and 400 is, but he's pressing for a spot in the Olympic team in this event, the 100 freestyle. Carlos in 6. Ciccato, the Italian, in lane 7. So 50.4 in the heats this morning. Another Italian, Lanzarini, in lane 8. So the Italians in 7 and 8. But all eyes, I think, will be on the middle lanes. Klim in 4 and Thorpe in 5.
So Michael Klim.
Take your marks.
4 laps of the pool. Klim in the blue costume swimming in lane number 4. Thorpe in the black costumes, the full-length costumes in lane number 5. Silverfilo's in lane 3 and James in lane 6. But Klim will come back to complete the 50 just in front of Thorpe, who's swimming very, very well. The split for the 50 for Alex Popov was 46.74 as they go through, and it's lane 4 in front of lane 6. That's James in second, and Thorpe was third.
Terrific first 50 there for Michael Klim. He's turned at the 75-metre mark. He's way in front. Thorpe will come out in the last 25, but Klim all the way in his first event.
Klim is starting to put a space on them now, and he'll come away and win handsomely. A very big win there for the Australian. Michael Klim first, second in lane 5, Ian Thorpe, and third placing has gone to Silverfilo from Brazil. Goody and Clark well back with Sakato, but it was Michael Klim dominating.
Terrific start here. We see Klim in the full-length suit here, the light blue suit. He was, well, hit the water pretty much together, but very, very strong underwater. And watch him come up. He's clearly in front once he surfaces by about a third of a body length there. And it was an all-the-way win here to Michael Klim. Terrific technique, the very straight arms, particularly on the left arm there as it comes out of the water in the recovery phase. Big, strong kick. And as you see there, good body length win there to Michael Klim. Good swim there by Thorpe as well. As you said, it's not his main event, but 49.0. It's not too shabby for him. Good solid 1-2 for the Australians.
Well, there's the results. It's Michael Klim first in 47.83, well outside the world time set by Popov. And the late withdrawal from the race was Lars Frölander, and they've changed the lanes completely for the entire field. Thorpe second, Silverfilo third. On the pool deck, here's Nicole with Michael.
Michael, a very, very well put together swim. Now that you've looked at the time, you know your split. Happy with it?
Yeah, I am. 47 is always a pretty good number, so I didn't really have any goals coming into this meet, so just wanted to race tough, and I really took it out to the guys and try and hold on.
Sounds like a good start to the meet and also a good start for the 100 fly. Tell me about the suit. Tell me how it makes you feel.
Well, this is my new colour. It's my favourite one. No, basically it just makes me feel quite, you know, quite strong and rigid, and it kind of helps me through the water. It's been working so far in freestyle, and butterfly I'm still working on it.
The late withdrawal of Lars Frölander, that didn't affect your race plan at all? You're out there thinking about yourself?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm in pretty good shape at the moment, so 47.8 is a pretty good result, so it would have been, you know, been tough to beat me tonight.
Congratulations on your form. We hope it continues.
Thank you.
A current affair, the end of the Miss Australia legend.
Good luck, Miss Australia. You'll be a worthy ambassadress overseas.
Every girl's fantasy, every parent's dream.
It was a very glamorous time.
So, what went wrong? Tomorrow at 6:30.
Drumstick. Give the people more of what they want.
Things are hotting up during Retrovision's summer price meltdown. You'll make cool savings like the Hoover 5.5 kilo washer for $599 with a bonus Sunbeam iron. All the best in home entertainment priced to clear, like Panasonic 2-head VCR down to $269. Breville toaster reduced to $49.90 with a bonus egg cooker. And Bonaire evaporative coolers to clear at $249. If you want the hottest prices on the coolest products, you'll see it all in Retrovision.
Keep the heat out and keep cool this summer with Dollar Curtains and Blinds, and save with Dollar Curtains and Blinds Summertime Carnival of Curtains. We specialise in quality back-coated curtain fabrics that not only insulate but decorate and control the light. Choose from new fabrics from Charles Parsons, Wilson's, Morris, Kane and Hodes in our free-made curtain fabric range from $16.95 a metre, custom made in our own workrooms. Check our special low prices on pelmets, Romans, verticals and Venetians during Dollar Curtains and Blinds Summertime Carnival of Curtains. This is why you should choose Dollar Curtains and Blinds, because you deserve the best.
Faster than a speeding trolley, able to make huge savings in a single swoop. It's super cheap with these super savings. XL Pet Dog and Cat Flea Collars $3.95. And XL Pet Easy Dose Dog Wormers and Cat Wormer Paste $4.95 each. Quality outdoor terracotta pots $2, $2.95, $5.95 and $9.95. Multi-use strong and sturdy 3-drawer storage unit $29.95. Hands-free mobile phone kit suitable for not-ears a crazy $5. And a huge mix of adults and kids paperback novels, penny 3 for $5. Flying to chicken feed for a super cheap bargain.
So there's the start list now for the women's 200-metre freestyle final. And Joanne Millar from Canada, one of the favourites. Laurie Munns from Australia in swimming in lane 5. Interesting field. World record held by Claudia Pol. And the world champion is not here at this meet, Morakova from Slovakia.
Lindsay Benko, the American swimmer in lane 2, is also going to be tough to beat. She's swum this event at the Pan Pacs for the US team. It's one of the surprises this morning. In fact, the personal best time by 2 seconds was lane 4, the fastest qualified, Casey Gatu. Here's lane 1, Malin Svanström from Sweden. 158.1 is her best time. So it really is a quality field we've got here. That's Lindsay Benko, we mentioned before. So I'm very well at the Pan Pacs for the US team. She's going to be tough to beat here, quite experienced. Joanne Millar, the individual medley swimmer, dual gold medalist from the Pan Pacs in those events, trying out a few different events here at the World Cup. Casey Gatu, personal best time this morning by 2 seconds. She's only 17 years old. She's really going to challenge for a spot on the Olympic team, both in individual event and that 4x200 relay, which is a strong medal chance. Laurie Munns in lane 5.
She is the national champion currently.
Ida Mattsson, another Swedish swimmer in lane 6. 2 Swedes in this event. At a great European Championships, the female Swedes last year. Elke Graham, the Australian, in lane 7. And Alison Fitch, the New Zealander, rounding up the field.
So 8 laps of the pool. The short course championships. Meet number 6 in the World Cup of 99-2000. It's Svanström from Sweden in the yellow cap closest to you. Then it's up to Benko. Millar in lane 3, then Gitto in 4, Munns in 5, Mattsson from Sweden in 6, Graham from Australia in 7, and Fitch of New Zealand is on the top lane of the pool as they come down to complete 50. And the world record split for Pol is 27.74. In fact, they're only just outside world time, and taking them around was Gitto in lane 4, Munns in 5, and Benko was 3rd as they go down the 3rd lap of 8 laps.
Well, the nerves certainly haven't got to Casey Gatu. She has the fastest qualifier. As we said, a personal best by 2 seconds in the heats. She's doing it again today as well in the final. She's well out in front. Lindsay Benko in lane 2 starting to challenge a bit now, but Gitto's led from the start this first half of the race.
The split we're looking for is 56.95, and it was Gitto through in 57.57. Benko to 2nd, Munns to 3rd, and then it's back to Mattsson, Graham, Fitch, well back. Millar's not in touch with them, and Svanström is well back as well.
The third 50 of a 200 is the key 50, and we see Benko starting to make a bit of a move over Gitto now. In fact, Gitto's breathing on the wrong side. You see Gitto breathing just on her right-hand side. She probably can't see Lindsay Benko on her left, coming up and probably drawing level with her almost at the 150.
125.55 was the world record split. She's about 2 1/4 seconds outside that, but was still in front at the turn. Benko was running or in 2nd placing. Munns is 3rd, but it's Casey Gatu swimming brilliantly. Benko's the only danger as they come down for the last 25.
Terrific turn there from Casey Gatu. I thought she lost it on the previous turn, but she's gained it again.
Benko's coming at it now, Rob, though. Gitto will have to dig deep. She's just in front. Benko's having one final go, and she may have got there. She did. Benko, the American girl, got there by 7/100ths of a second. Gitto 2nd. 3rd going to Graham, who made up a lot of ground. Munns 4th, and then it was back to Millar. Tremendous finish by the American. A lot of experience, though.
Absolutely. A great finish there, Lindsay Benko, and a very smart time there. They've taken another 2 seconds off, particularly Gatu, another 2 seconds off her best time from the heats. But watch the finish here. Casey Gatu in the yellow cap is really tiring here, and she glides into the wall. Bit of experience there from Lindsay Benko, and she really finishes strongly on the wall, and it's just enough to finish just 7/100ths ahead of Casey Giteau, the Australian.
There's the result sheet. Lindsay Banco of America, 157.67. Casey Giteau, 157.74. Magnificent swim. And Elka Graham did well for Australia out in lane 7. She was a mile back, taking out third placing. Nicole again on the pool deck.
Well, Lindsay, a bit of surprise for you. Yeah. Obviously really happy with that. How has your preparation been coming into Australia in this meet?
You know, we worked really hard the past couple of weeks. We haven't been in school, so it's been consistent training and training and training. So I'm really happy with the way I swam. I was really surprised.
You must have a good feeling about Australia leading into the Olympic Games. You did so well at the Pan Pacs. It must feel good to come back here and race fast.
I love it here. It's great. I mean, the atmosphere is so much fun, being around all these people that love swimming, and I love it here. So I'm really hoping I can come back again.
200 backstroke to go. You're a backstroke around a freestyler. We're looking for good things tonight as well from you in the backstroke.
I hope so. We'll see. You know, it's the backstroke kind of a fun thing for me to do. So we'll see what happens.
Well, good luck and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Opening night of the first meet in Australia here in Hobart. The men's 50-metre breaststroke field, and Gustafsson in 1. Isaacson's down in 3, with Phil Rogers swimming lane 7 and Nathan Hewitt in lane 8.
Phil Rogers and Rob Abernathy, both veterans. Abernathy's on the world short course team for the Australian team this year, but Phil Rogers has been representing Australia for some 10 or 11 years now, and he's having a crack at his 3rd Olympic Games this year. If he can do it, it'll be a great performance. He's medalled at the last 2 Olympics, but he's got a battle on his hands just to make the team this time. So far this season looking very good. There's Phil Rogers on screen now. He's over in lane 7. The 50-metre event's not an Olympic event, of course, but speed, very important. Martin Gustafsson, the Swedish swimmer, lane 1, swam at 29.1 this morning. There's Rob Abernathy from Sydney. As I said, a member of the Australian short course team, going to the World Championships in Athens in a couple of months' time. Patrick Isaacson, another Swedish swimmer. The Swedes have sent out a very full contingent here. Their best swimmers are here for these World Cups to race the Australians in particular. Morgan Nade, the Canadian, in 4. Zhu Yi, Chinese swimmer, in lane 5. It's going to be very tough to beat. The breaststroke is very strong in men's swimming over in China. Stephen Ferguson from New Zealand in lane 6. 28.7 he's from this morning. There's Phil Rogers, the familiar bald head. A little bit of hair on there at the moment in lane 7. Another Australian, Nathan Hewitt, in lane 8.
World record stands to Warnaker, the German.
Take your marks.
Away they go now. That's Gustafsson nearest to us at the bottom of the screen. Then Abernathy in 2, Isaacson 3, Nabe 4, Zhu Yi in 5, Ferguson in 6, Rogers 7, and Hewitt in lane 8. It's very much a splash for cash, this, as they go round and come back, and hard to identify the leader. This is going to be very difficult for them. It's Nabe in the black cap, but Zhu Yi is really showing out now from China. Zhu Yi from Nabe. Isaacson's there, but Zhu Yi will win it. Yes. Zhu Yi goes in to win in a time of 27.96. Not a bad swim. 1.25 outside world time. Lane 4 second, Nabe, and lane 3 third, Isaacson.
Great swim there from Zhu Yi. We thought he'd be tough to beat, and that's a very smart time, 27.96. What a fast race. He really set a cracking pace. I think he really exploded off the wall, and that may well have won the race for him. Maybe a little bit behind on the start. Morgan Nade, the Canadian, in 4, got a terrific start in the black cap. Zhu Yi, they all hit the water pretty well together. Zhu Yi may have come up about half a body length almost behind Morgan Nade. But he really powered home the second half of the race. And it was a tremendous finish there from Zhu Yi, and a great result. Any time under 28 seconds is certainly world class. And he's shown his class here with a great win here. A few minutes to go. He was well in control. He had the race sewn up. He just had to finish right on the wall, and that's exactly what he did here. Good full stroke there on the wall, and the race was his.
So Zhu Yi from China first. He won up in Shanghai in a tick outside the time recorded by Warnaker, the world record holder, in Edmonton. This is the Qantas World Cup from Hobart. We'll take a break. Be back with you in just a moment.
Welcome to the immortal world.
The journey continues.
I refuse to die, not after everything I've come through.
But the adventure has just begun.
Am I just another animal?
You will believe the stunning conclusion to Gulliver's Travels Saturday.
It's Bonnie World Super Summer Stock Clearance with verticals from $88 installed, Hollands from $60 installed, plus big savings on awnings and Venetians. We won't be beaten on price at Bonnie World Blinds, serving Tasmania for over 25 years.
Slow down. Don't worry, there's no cameras around here. Oh, where did he come from?
Senso by Widex is the world's first fully digital hearing aid, worn entirely in the ear, providing users with a quality of sound never before possible. Computing with the power of a Pentium PC, Senso makes weak sounds audible and loud sounds comfortable by sampling the sound signals at 1 million times per second. Senso is the most natural sound available today. Senso, available from John King Hearing Clinics, now in Main Road, Moona, also Launceston and Burnie.
Charlton's, the 3-day sale is on now, up to 51% off. Sports, fishing and diving, that's right, up to 51% off. The 3-day sale is on now at Charlton's.
Faster than a speeding trolley, able to make huge savings in a single swoop. It's super cheap with these super savings. Great for the holidays, 2-man dome tents, easy to set up, $29.95. Pack of 12 tennis balls, $5. Handy clip-down storage boxes, $3.95, $4.95 and $8.95. Ladies spandex cotton crop tops, $4.95. Or ladies pure cotton Rio briefs, 2 pairs for $5. And Race in Pure Year 2000 calendars, $2 each. Flying to Chicken Feet for a super cheap bargain.
Welcome back. You're watching Channel 9's coverage of the Qantas World Cup here in Hobart. The next event on the program is the women's 100 metres breaststroke, Rob, and we get to see the likes of Penny Haynes, world record holder. She really is in great form, but we've got one of our Australians coming back into form, Rebecca Brown.
Yeah, Rebecca Brown, former world record holder in the long course 200 breaststroke. Penny Haynes actually broke that world record last year. But Penny Haynes, 5 out of 7 of the top fastest times ever in this event at the short course. She's going to be tough to beat. She won't be at her peak, of course. That's going to happen later in the year, but certainly the one to watch.
Oh, she broke 11 world records last year. Let's see how fast she can go in the women's 100 metres breaststroke. Here's Ray Warren.
So the women in the 100 metre breaststroke, and Penny Haynes in lane 4, and Rebecca Brown is back in town with tremendous swimming at the US titles. Former world record holder for the 200 metres. She's in lane 5, but she's got a real champion against her tonight, as I was saying. Behind Jenny Thompson, probably the second best female swimmer in the world today.
Yes, I think there's not much doubt about that. I think she broke something like 11 world records last year in short course and long course over the 3 distances, the 50, 100 and 200. She owns this world record, the 100 metre short course, 105.40 being the world record. She's a bit off that this morning, about 2.5 seconds off that. There's Bianca Conwell, another young Australian in lane 1, so 110.0 this morning. Brooke Hansen, former Australian representative at the Commonwealth Games back in 1994. So a fairly strong Australian contingent here in this event. Carolyn Hildreth had a great year last year, both at the Pan Pacs and various other meets representing Australia. There she is, Penny Haynes, the world record holder. Very popular here in Australia. She loves coming down here to race. Rebecca Brown. A lot of people around Australia very excited to see Rebecca back.